Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I have just completed this journal and it might be my favorite one. Consists of mostly Uniquely Ella's digitals, and I've used other digitals throughout and I will list those below. But I just fell in love with her. She's busting at the seams. And it's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. And please subscribe to my channel. All right, let's do a flip through. So the journal cover can be reversed. You could either have this rose cover, which has wonderful layers, or the reverse side is a fountain that I added some sparkles to make it look like the water's actually flowing there. So this is the cover. And you can move the ribbon each way and tie it the way you like. Okay, so we're just going to set the cover aside and we're going to do a flip through. Here we go. So I have playing cards here. And this actually has 3 different pockets on it. Over here is a pocket with an invoice inside. I'm going to try to center this for you. Another pocket. And this is a little side tuck. This here was made from a wallpaper trim, and I just fussy cutted it out and put this inside a little notebook. And it even has like a little hidden little tuck in there also. This is a vintage greeting card, a birthday card, and it has not been used. This is Uniquely Ella's printable that I printed on tracing paper, which Ruby and Pearl taught how to do this on her channel, and just filled it with some goodies. This journal has plenty of space for journaling and lots of hidden pockets and tuck spots. These each flip up and reveal roses, and then it's a tuck spot also. And this is an old book page that I ran through the printer and put rose petals on the copy part and ran it through, and so then the rose petals printed on top of the book page. And then it just hides away in their secret spot. A postcard. Oops, I took it off camera to show you. Oh goodness. One day I'll get better at this. This is, again, Uniquely Ella's printable. And here's an old letter. And it tucks back in there. This is vintage wallpaper that Lovely Lottie sent me when I bought one of her journals. It was just extra in there, and I loved it. I had to use it in here. More Uniquely Ella's printables. And this is a stamp from Sam Poole. I use that throughout here. Her stamps are quite lovely. This was a time card, an old vintage time card from Woolworths. I don't know if you remember that store. Uniquely Ella's printable. I tucked a vintage photo in here. This is a tag, and I used wallpaper, old wallpaper here, and put another tag inside of there, and another piece of old wallpaper, and took something in there. Did a little bit embossing. Another tag that I made, and I actually have on my YouTube channel how to make this tag. This is a vintage postcard that I bought from someone in Paris. And I just thought it looked really neat on this page. This letter is a vintage letter that I brought from Rosehill Paper Cottage, and it's to Mr. Carlton and from Emma. So what I thought I would do is name this journal Emma, because there's another letter in here to Carlton from Emma also. So I'll just tuck this letter back in here. And I just thought that vintage photo looked neat with the letter peeking out of there. Again, a printable from Uniquely Ella. And just that vintage playing card. So please go to Uniquely Ella on Etsy, her digitals, and you will find her lovely printables. They're amazing. This is a book, I believe, a book page from Dick and Jane, I believe. This I used stencil with some spackling, and it just really pops when it's used on a brown paper bag. A book page, I want to say from Helen Stein's book, I think. Little belly band. So this is Uniquely Ella's printable again, and I just happened to find fabric that matched the flowers, and I was like, wow, I have to put that in there. And I did some embossing on the fabric. This is a printable from FabiArt Studio on Etsy. I will list all the printables below. And then I just put a little slide on there. And then, so when you look at it here, it doesn't look like it has a pocket. And then when you turn the page, you could tell that there's a pocket here, and put some paper in there. This is from a vintage address book, and I just thought she was cute on there. Again, I printed Uniquely Ella's Printable on tracing paper and turned it into a bag, and then put some fun things in there and tucked it into here. And then I have a sewing machine that makes hearts, so I did hearts along the side. This is a vintage card. It's actually an invitation, never been used. You're invited, and it even has an envelope. Oops, let me put that back the way I had it. And then a little rose, a paper clip. Another printable. This is just some stationery paper that I avocado dyed. Embossed this. Let's see if we can get it back in there. There we go. And this is a copy of a vintage card. I just thought it was so pretty and goes well with this journal. This is piano paper that I embossed. And this was from a vintage wedding dress. This I brought from, it was a die that I brought from Temu, and then just took some ribbon and put it through there. A vintage book page. I believe it's on gardening. Oops, I had it this way. This is a little tuck spot, and I left it blank. This is one of my favorite pages. So you untie it, and inside is something hidden. Is the original letter. So it opens up, and that's the center of this signature. It opens up, and then there's a belly band, and it has the original letter from 1918 to Carlton, and it's from Emma, and so it's the original. Little fun addition. And I bought these letters, I don't know if I mentioned earlier in the video, from Rosehill Paper Cottage. She sells them in her Etsy shop, and she's also on Instagram. But I just thought that's a great little hiding place. And then if you're buy this and you're going to journal in it, you could even hide things in here. And this is actually a pocket here too, hidden. And so then it just closes back up and ties. I just thought that was a little fun thing. And again, this is a piano paper that I embossed and some spackling with a stencil. And then you turn it, and it has a pocket with a vintage postcard from Rome. It's never been used. Thought that was a little fun addition. And this I just stamped a piece of material and attached that. And a tag that I made, and I decoupaged a rose napkin on it. And I have a little rose thing hanging there. And here we have beads hanging from here. And I believe this could be used as a tuck spot. Yeah, it would just hold something on the lip of there. Here's another tuck spot, pocket. The other side of that stationery, some paper. And this is tags that are printables from Uniquely Ella's Digitals. And so I just put 2 of her tags together and then tied them with a ribbon. But then inside is just paper that could be used for journaling, just full of all kinds of paper. And then on each back of the tag is also lines too, so you can journal on that. But I thought that was a neat way to use the tags that she includes in her printables. This is again vintage address book page. And I just thought that she was neat because she looks like she's journaling or writing a letter. And so we're going to call her, this is Emma. She's writing to Carlton. We're going to just make up something as we go. So this is music paper. But again, I put rose petals in my copy machine, closed the lid, and then fed this through, and these petals just printed on top of this page. And I just love how that turned out. That's my new favorite thing to do. So I'm like, oh, what can I put rose petals on? And I'm feeding it through the printer. And then this paper clip was from Temu. And it's a rose gold paper clip, and I thought that was neat on the music page. Okay, and here's the flip side of that material. And here's another little tuck spot here. And it says, silly girl, you're different, was you're beautiful all along. I bought a journal from Lovely Lottie, and she had this in her journal, and I just loved it. So she inspired me to put this in this journal. This is Uniquely Ella's Printable. And then I have a little tag and some beads hanging on there. This is someone else's printable. And I turned it into a tag, and I will list that person below. And inside the tag is a little hidden pocket. And so you could put journaling notes in there or just hide whatever you want in there. So I just put that there. And this is just material that I fed through the embosser. And back here is a pocket. And inside here will be full of goodies. I haven't finished putting the goodies in there, but it will have sticker stamps, and it'll be full of all kinds of things. And this is from Temu, and I just thought that was just a nice little added touch to add in the back. And this will come with a bunch of fun goodies. And that's the end. Did I show all the beads hanging? I'm not sure. So there's some beads hanging there. There. We have that. Oh yes, and then there was these beads. I thought are pretty too, and just added some ribbons there. And there. So it is a chunky journal, and I will be putting it in my Etsy shop tomorrow on February 15th, and I will put the time below that it will be posted in my Etsy shop. And so again, you could keep the cover like this, or you could flip it and do the fountain. So we'll go ahead and tie it up. It is. Do you see how chunky it is? It is something. And now I want to make myself one because I just fell in love with Uniquely Ella's printables and the other ones that I used in here. I believe the other one was FabiArt Studio. Anyhow, you could tie it any way you like it, and it will be listed in my Etsy shop. The information will be below. If you're watching this on Valentine's Day, have a happy Valentine's Day. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for coming by.